What initially happened is that I heard about the competition actually 2 years ago from a pamphlet that was sent to our art class. I began to compile a bunch of drawings and writings about this game idea that I wanted to send to them. And then once the submission date rolled around, I sent them all my material saying, this is my game concept, this is what I would do if I were to win, this is what I would create. And then a couple months later we heard back and it was like, you're a finalist. I'd had this idea of I wanted to tell a story, a coming of age on the moon where somebody's trying to find themselves, and I really enjoyed the cyberpunk genre, so I wanted to bring in some elements of that in a new way. So my game is called Loon. It's the story of this AI named Turin who wakes up on the moon with little to no understanding of who she is or where she is. She's been given the ability to simulate human emotions and to make decisions based on that, but in the world around her, something is mysterious. There's a tiny group of humans in this large colony, and they're trying to survive, seemingly, but there are things afoot that they don't yet understand. And as Turin moves to the world and she learns about her emotions and how she's going to act in accordance with either those or her more machine components, she also learns about the other characters, their motivations, who they are, and then also the world that she's in, like why they're on the moon, why they haven't left yet, why it's seemingly so isolated, and also what other threat lurks on the dark side.
As being part of the high school, things are sent to us all the time, and Google was no exception. They sent us some information on it, and probably for a couple years in a row I'd put it up. In the first year there were no takers on it. I don't know that we knew how to wrap our mind around it. And then after that I had a couple students enter. One student specifically had some success with it and won it, and I think it inspired Bridget to enter when it was her turn. Definitely
a lot of work, but it was really incredible because I got to bring this idea to life in a way that people could interact with it and see the ideas I was trying to communicate. And I got to work with a mentor from Unity and then the people from Girls Make Games to figure out how to tell the story in the best way possible. And it was the first time I had been able to bounce ideas off of people and get that feedback and make a finished product.
I'd want them to learn that by staying with something, hour after hour, day after day, like Bridget did, like what it takes sometimes to make a work of art or a collection of art, that it's worth it at the end. It's everybody who gets to see that and experience that, you've touched upon them in some way. Art is the oldest record of what we have as being humans, and it's just something we need to continue, and it's just so much a part of who we are. So with that, keep that going, keep that alive within yourself, nurture that, see it through the end.